I'm at 136, which is the neck is happening. This is the back side of the body, by the way. So when I do the necklines, here's the neck center going the neck and shoulder. So to do that, you have to do the one side and another side. The next. So here is the one that we're going to use the holding technique because I don't want to knit the left side. You move all the needles forward for all needles from the 0 on left. And then I'm going to use the holding technique, remember, number 1. And then I'm going to take care of that right side. So the first 136, you're going to hold 13 for the neckline from 0 to 13 is here. You hold everything. And then you don't want to make any hole. So you go the under the needles. I just gonna pull this forward so you don't really drop it. And 138, actually the shoulder is happening. So 138, the hold 5, but you don't want to hold on this one because if you move the needles forward on this side because it carries it on the side, you're going to end up with the flow. So we're gonna do the shoulder when I come back. So the first, let's take over the neckline, 138. I have to fold 4 more. And then the reference number is 17. It means that you are holding 17 stitches on the right side from 0. So double check you have a 17 stitches holding unit. And then you're going to go under the one shoulder, the one needle, so that you don't really drop it, and make sure this is kind of this section, so you still knit, but you're not gonna drop. And then don't forget taking care of the shoulder. Now it's time to hold 5, so you don't have to stack, right? And knit 1. And then you're gonna have to close that and just to make the needles set the needles forward so you don't drop. And then 140 you're holding 2, total number is 19 for the neck. And then neck, you're going to go 1 needle under for the neck so you don't get the hole. And then the shoulder you have to hold 5. Again, that is a very difficult place. Sorry about that. So for the shoulder, you go under the knot to make a holes. You're gonna hold 1 for the neckline. So you're holding total number is 20 from here to here, which is really good. I'm going to move everything this one forward, so just in case you don't get the drop. All right. So you're going to hold 5 more for the shoulder until 20. But if you hold it, that it's going to be nothing. Doesn't make sense. You're holding everything. So I recommend the end. You need 1 row. Or actually, sorry. So you need all the 1 row in here for the shoulder. So you can have a nice clean up the lines here. You probably don't want to have the yarn tail here anyway. So it's going to be really help you. Only the 1 row clean up the end. You are the 144 that you finished everything. You have the 20 the whole the shoulder, and then you have the 20 stitches you're holding for neck. And then after you finish that, you're going to cut the yarns, and then you're going to grab your waist yarn, and then you're going to knit only your shoulder with the waist yarn. This is really tricky, you might drop it, so you that wants to hold your swatches down with the left hand. Alright, And then if you have 1.5 inches, I think it's enough to cut. And let's cut the waistband. You don't want to leave the too much the long end for the waistband because you easy to pull and then make the thing is a little bit worse. So the here and then I'm going to bring the empty part, and then the left shoulder is off from the machine. And then I'm going to move to the left side of the shoulder. So let's take a look at your instruction paper for the left side. That you drop the left side when you are 136. So I'm gonna move back to the 136 is done, and then same thing. You're going to hold the 13 stitches, 10, 11, 12, 13, and you need this one up. Before that, I think you should move your empty carriage to the left side. So you're gonna start from the left now. So you're holding the 13, everything will be the knitting position in here, 1, 2, 3. And then you need to feed your actual yarn to in there, and then roll count back on. This is a pretty tricky place right now to knit, so need to find the silver reader is difficult for the holding technique than brother machine, but anyway. So I did the holding the neck 13 because the neck is going down and the shoulder is going down on the left side, and then the wrapped up the yarns in here, and then have the first the 2, 3 in this position just for the the interest. And 138, you hold 4 more for the neckline. So you're holding total number is 17. Check your instruction. Yes, you have to hold the shoulder 5 here, but you don't want to hold it right now. Again, if you hold it, the needles moved forward, you have a yarn float. So don't do that now. Do that only for the necklines. And then you going to hold now, so the opposite side of the carriage, and then you can hold 5, and then you go under the one needle to avoid your holes, and the neckline you're going to hold let's see 2, so you're holding 19 now. Yeah, 19. And you 1. It's really difficult to do the holding technique. Oops, I'm dropping. Everybody, look what I'm doing. I dropped the stitches, so I'm holding the stitches so I don't really unravel. Oops, this is a pretty tricky situation right now. I have that one. Go back, and then this is that I have to knit. This one I have a drop stitch here, so I going to knit that. Alright, so there's good. Let me see maybe don't move the needles for just hold it down. Yeah, so I'm holding the neckline is the 19 stitches. Yeah, and then wrap under the one yarn, and then hold 5 for the shoulder. The hold 1 for the necklines, and I'm holding total number is 20, which is good. Just take care of the necklines, shoulder line, and knit 1. Remember at the end, you're going to knit whole for 1 row for the shoulder lines. Yeah, hope I can knit now. Here you go. And then I'm going to change the yarn to waist yarn. And then I'm gonna knit only the shoulder for the waist yarn. Alright, and then I'm going to cut. the waistband, and then I feel like I want to pull forward and push back, which is you might not gonna have a more problem, might be easier. So I dropped the both neck, and now I'm going to knit for the necklines. So here knit 8 rows for the rolled neck. So I'm going to feed my the body, and you can use the roll counter, set the roll counter back to 0, or you can just count in your brain, which is good. The back to the regular knitting, and then I'm going to knit a row. So actually I knit 9. Just to remember, for the other side I knit 9 as well, because I need a cast off, and then I would like to have the yarn on the right side. So I'm going to pull the yarn so I don't have to fight with the yarn guide, which is the looser. I move the needle forward. You can do your classic casting off, or you can do your faster cast off. I'm going to cast off all the necklines. Don't cast off the very tight. If you're doing the classic the casting off, it's oftentimes get tighter. Do the little bit looser the casting off. However, if we use this the latch cast off, you get the pretty nice tension though. So just to feel to relax, and then I keep knit the groups casting off. I think I stuck here, right? I think I'm messing up a lot. Yeah, better thought. Think about something nice. Almost there. Last one, and then you go one more and pull through. Remove that your weight, and then this is your back side neck.